So, without further ado, our featured free game of the day. I'm really excited about this game. It's a big time rivalry. It's Tyler Anderson going up against Alex Wood. It's the Dodgers. It's the Giants. Who do you got? I got the Dodgers. And let's break down why I'm picking Dodgers at minus 145 tonight in a game against two teams, two rivals. It's in San Francisco. Does that have anything to do with it? Well, kind of. The Dodgers are 7-3 against San Francisco this season, but San Francisco's 3-1 at home against the Dodgers. That one win came last night when the Dodgers blew out the Giants. I believe it was 8-2 last night. And the Giants have been absolutely abysmal since the All-Star break, going 2-9. All of their momentum has been lost. They're trying to regain it. And folks, they're not going to regain it tonight. The Dodgers are too good of a team to allow the Giants to get a little bit of momentum. This is a rivalry game. And Alex Wood, who is a left-handed pitcher, and that does present some problems for the Dodgers. They have a winning record, but they have negative units when they face left-handed pitchers. And all of their batting statistics take a deep dive when they faced off against lefties. Alex Wood, though, isn't the most dominant left-handed pitcher that you'll see in the MLB today. He's 7-8 this season with a 4.11 ERA. It is worth noting he has a 2.34 ERA over his last three seasons, but this Dodgers offense is something that you don't see every day. They average over 5 runs a game. They allow just 3.3 runs per game, outscoring opponents by an average of 2.9. Let's round that up to 3 runs per game. There's absolutely no way the Giants are going to be able to keep pace with this as they're facing off against Tyler Anderson. Tyler Anderson goes 6 innings per start. He has a 2.64 ERA. He's just 10-1 this season. And over his last 3 starts, he has a 0 ERA with 2 wins. So with all that being said, I don't see a way San Francisco is able to bounce back, and they just haven't been good since the All-Star break. Can they regain that momentum? Can they refine the magic from last season and from the first half of the season? I mean, you're not really the first. I mean, kind of the first half of the season. Maybe they're 51-52 right now. This is a big time series that they need to win, but it's also a big time series that the 69-33 Dodgers need to win to keep pace as one of the top teams in the MLB and to keep that 1 seed for the MLB playoffs. I don't see the Giants pulling this one off. It's also worth noting Dodgers are 22-12 against left-handed pitchers. I brought that up earlier. They are down units, but they are 10 games above 500. They're also 31-16 against NL teams that have a batting average of 245 or worse. Let's throw out the Giants. They're batting 235. Dodgers have a 257 batting average as a team with a 443 slugging percentage and a 333 on-base percentage, all of which miles better than what the Giants have done so far this season. San Francisco also has struggled this entire year when they're not able to create scoring opportunities against good defensive catchers. They're just 2-12 straight up. Good defensive catcher, someone who allows, I believe, under 1 steal per game. And that's what the Dodgers do. So 2-12, the Giants are against good defensive catchers. So give me the Dodgers minus 145. I'm feeling really good about that one. Some lines have changed since that is written. Depending on your book, it can be all the way down to minus 135. I'll take them all the way up to minus 145. Our power line thinks it's minus 144. So if you get them at minus 135, you're getting a little bit of value. Minus 145, I mean, that's essentially the same exact thing. That's what our power line thinks. Our simulator does think this is more like a 5-5 game, so it's edging on the over. I don't see that happening, though. I don't know how the simulator's gotten 5-5 here. Tyler Anderson's a really, really solid pitcher. Alex Wood can allow some runs. He's been solid over his last 3, but I think this Dodgers offense is just going to get to him early and force the bullpen to come in. So I think the Dodgers are going to win back-to-back games here. I think the Dodgers continue their momentum, and I think they'll become the second team to hit 70 wins this season after the Yankees did it yesterday. So that's our breakdown of all of these fantastic MLB games coming up on the slate for tonight, highlighted by this nightcap, this 9:45 p.m. Eastern first pitch between the Dodgers and the Giants in San Francisco. So before we get up on out of here, let's recap what our best bets were for today. Boom. Cardinals, we're on them. 160 wins. Cubs, throughout 66, right? Cubs 1-3 over their last four. Cardinals 3-1. Cubs abysmal season continues. Braves -1.5 against the Phillies at -1.5. You can get that about -122. Both teams come into this one hot. Phillies have been solid since the All-Star break. So have the Braves. Braves coming off a sweep. Phillies, I believe, 6-1 over their last 7. So you might be thinking, why in the world am I going Braves -1.5? All comes down to the pitching matchup, folks. A inexperienced pitcher is going up against a potent Braves lineup. Give me the Braves -1.5. I'm really doing that to give myself a little bit of juice. I think if the Braves win this game, they're going to win by multiple runs. So instead of just taking them on the money line, I'm going to go -1.5. Astros against the Red Sox, kind of the same reasoning here. Red Sox won last night in a 3-2 game. Astros have been really, really solid this season coming off of a one-run loss. I mean, they've been solid overall coming off of a loss. And I think they're going to come back with some vengeance tonight. The Red Sox starting pitcher isn't the best, can allow some runs, has a little bit, I think, a high 3, low 4 ERA. So I think the Astros are going to get to them. They have a potent offense, and I have the same exact reasoning as the Braves. If the Astros win this game, they're going to win this game by multiple runs. This isn't a one-run eke-it-out win. This is a 2, 3, 4-run win. So because of that, I'm going to go Astros -1.5 to juice up my line a little bit. I can get that at plus money. I'm going to take that every day of the week. We just broke down Dodgers at Giants. Dodgers, the only away team that I liked so far tonight, but it mainly comes down to Tyler Anderson. He's been lights out this season. He's a long shot, a real dark horse to win the Cy Young. I think he's currently plus 150, something insane. But he's going up against a lefty in Alex Wood. The Dodgers bats may be a little lackluster tonight as they do struggle against left-handers, but I don't see the Giants getting to Tyler Anderson, really. He's going to go 6 innings. He's going to give you, I mean, over his last 3 starts, he hasn't allowed a run. So there's a good chance he could go 6 innings and not allow a run again tonight. So give me Dodgers -145. I think they continue rolling. They won 8-2 last night. They'll probably win by multiple runs again here tonight. So thank you so much for tuning in to DRF Sportsbook Daily. We'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, August 3rd, with more MLB best bets. We're hoping to bounce back from our 1-3 Monday. If you're not already, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the above, every social media channel that you can find us on YouTube. Just type in DRF Sportsbook. You'll find us. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you tomorrow. Bye.